Welcome to New England. We are in the great state of Maine.
Jumanowski's going to give us a little bit of a tour.
For people who don't know, how did you find this deal originally?
All right, so two community members approached from New England and they go, hey, I got something for you. You know why they brought it to me though? Because I'm very vocal on what I want. Like that's the number one thing. They said, hey, this is a perfect deal, I think, for Tumanowski. Let's see what he can do with it.
How far in the conversation with the seller did you get involved?
It took me a little while. I let them marinate the seller. I let them structure a little bit deeper. We gave a little bit, we pulled away a little bit, and also just let it simmer. And then we came in when I felt it was ready. It was about to be an expired listing, 180 days, I think, on market. As we finally came in, I said, all right, we're ready when it was expired. But the agent, we said, we're gonna still keep the agent on. So agents, we're not here to freaking cut you out. We're still gonna get you paid. So I just wanna make that very clear. We came in and took one tour as we knew things were getting serious. We're manipulating the 0% that we've alluded to. And we had to just contour it and mold it to where we needed it. And then I said, okay, I'll come up. Because I'm not making a 2-hour drive if you're not ready to sell. In an asset like this at $1 million, I wanna make sure that we're gonna be the right fit.
Okay, so purchase price?
$975, but we paid a little over $1 million with fees and assignments and paying ourselves and whatnot.
And you guys raised capital from the community.
I have a partner right here.
Oh, hey, here you
Elliot.
go. Elliot, introduce yourself to the camera, please.
I'm Elliot Whitmer. I'm out of Virginia. I got connected to this through Eric Irvine. Had a conversation with these guys, and it's a project to get passionate about.
Here we are, literally coast to coast. We are as far away from San Francisco as you could possibly
You
get.
can literally draw a line across the country and you'll probably be...
You're talking 3,800 miles or whatever it is across the country. You got involved in this deal by bringing Tumanowski to, how did this all happen?
Tumanowski was one of the first guys I met in this community. I saw him on one of your Zooms.
Okay.
Said something that resonated with me. I reached out to him. Within 5 minutes, he said, call me immediately.
So you guys brought him in. What did the seller want as a down payment?
$300,000.
Okay, $300,000, and the seller is giving you how much money as a down payment?
Is it all right if I do this?
Yeah.
You know what? The painter's gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, so you got down payment $300,000. Interest rate is how much?
Guys, man, what's the rate at this time? It was like 8%. But no, we're gonna cross that out. We're gonna go 0%.
Wow, there we are. So
we
you guys had to work with the seller for a little bit to go from 8% to 0%.
Almost $700,000 on the seller carry at 0%. But get this, 30 years. What's the term about balloons?
Balloons are for clowns.
Balloons are for clowns, but there's no balloon.
Wow. This comes from the seller having confidence in who you are and having a team, right? And we have financial partners, we've got construction experience, we've got all these things. And also, I'm not driving 2 hours until you're ready to negotiate.
Pace, sorry to interrupt you. Can I add one more thing?
Of course.
There's no payments for 12 months.
This sounds like a scam, bro.
You are a scammer.
Yeah. What's great about this is it gives you guys a year to develop the property, get it stabilized before you start hemorrhaging capital.
Bro, guess what's the mortgage payment? It's $1,900 a month.
$1,900 in 10 years. How much will this property be worth in 10 years? How much will it be worth in 20 years? How much will it be worth in 30 years? And $1,900 payment in 29 years and 11 months on your final payment, $1,900 will be worth in today's money about $700 a month because of inflation.
You could rent this as a single family house and you'd probably get 3 to 4K for this house.
What's the address to the property?
100%, guys, watch, I'm gonna write it down. 1 Lincoln Ave, and you're in Gardner, Maine. Look it up. There's some really dope photos online. We actually paid $10,000 more to the seller because the wholesaler made a mistake. And I go, it's $10,000, who gives a shit? When we closed escrow, it was an estimated, I can write on this, it was between 10 to 12 units that I was cutting this single family up to a micro family.
What an upgrade. That was the original vision?
The original vision, yeah, it went from 8, then we walked through the first time at 8 units. I came through the second time and said, nope, I can do that better. We got it, and then I walked the third time, I go, I can even do even better. And then the town made us repeal back to about 10.
Okay.
So I kept evolving and I kept brainstorming as I leave. I dream about these houses. I fall in love with these properties.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for me to look at the evolution
what is now the phase you're in today? It looks like you've got a bunch of walls framed up. You guys are starting to run and pull electrical. Where are we at right now?
Yeah, you see we have some new walls up, kind of onto mechanicals, electrical, heating system, and town's making us sprinkle it, which is lovely.
Exterior is wrapped up. We got all brand new windows out, so exterior buttoned up, weatherproof, weather seal.
Yeah, that was a big push.
And so we can have the heat on, people working inside now.
On the structure of this, right? You've got 10 rooms.
Yeah.
What is the projected income gross?
200K, 250K a year? 200K we're gonna gross?
Okay, so you're bringing in $200,000 a year.
No, net. We're netting
A year.
a year. I forgot about that. We're gonna, yeah,
Eric,
because guys, it's
why did you call Elliot and not me on this deal?
for the lending part of it, it's really is, Elliot, what do you want? We're not sitting here doing this like fisticuffs negotiation. I'm not pulling away. I'm not coming to you for, not gonna do the drive for 2 hours or any of this stuff for Elliot. It's, bro, tell me what you want. I don't want, in 8 years, 10 years, you'd be like, hey, this sucks, or next year, this sucks.
The way to go from raising 300 grand to 300 million is doing what they're doing right now. And somebody's gonna say, how did you do that? Right here, this is the beginning of it.
We're gonna push for early spring launch. The permitting and the sprinkler threw us off, but I think another 4 to 5 months, early spring, we're gonna be done. We're gifting you because we love you so much. A percentage of ownership here.
Bro,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Love
thank
you,
these
man.
guys,
Thank
too.
you,
I
thank
mean,
you, thank you. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're looking at the main level now, so we're gonna have essentially 4 plus 1 long term. So we have 5 units on the first floor.
5 units on the first floor. So I walk in the front door where we came,
And we're standing right here.
and so you've got a long term here.
Yes.
And this is going to be because they have their own access point, or what?
Because the city actually said to us, they said, and this is where, again, power of communication, power of asking for permission sometimes, and that's a fine line. But we've had some issues with some of these other towns, but we said to the town, if we're gonna invest $1 million plus, so $1.5 million essentially, I need to know that you guys are on board with this, our vision. And so we went to them and we approached them, and the mayor came and met with us. The mayor came and sat down with us, and they said, we'll do essentially what you want, what you're asking for. Can you do us a favor? And we said, what's that? They said, give us 2 long-term tenants. We need some housing in here, guys, too. You can't just make all the money. Can you also give us a long-term tenant? But at the same time, you know what a long-term tenant is? It's a 30-day stay or more.
Right.
We love midterms. So we might just do midterm, and if not, we'll do a real true LTR 12-month.
Is this somebody's closet?
That's gonna be the bathroom. Glass partition. Okay. Bro, I'm putting the vessel here. I was like,
Oh my
baptism
gosh.
sink.
Wow.
Hang a mirror with like brass rod.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And then you'll have a toilet over there. It's already flanged. I think the flange is there. But we'll have a big stone vessel right here.
Love it.
And then a glass shower, barn door. And then for here, little kitchenette. So the blue tape, Eric, you'll see the blue tape on the floor. That's a 4-foot kitchen. That's it. So it'll be a sink. I mean, drawers, maybe, or a sink underneath, and then you'll have a mini fridge and maybe some drawers. And that's it. And a counter, maybe a floating shelf and a countertop
How
microwave.
does somebody from New England say drawer?
Draw.
A draw.
Draw.
This is one of the more premium rooms, would you say?
I would say this is a premium room because it's spacious, but here's the cool thing. So they had 2 doors here. Again, remove one of the doors. Behind Eric is another door that goes to another unit. So we were gonna make it a 2-bed suite or a 2-room suite, but what we're gonna do is close the door off. We're gonna end up putting a collapsible, like a California closet, where it can easily be convertible.
I love it.
And so for $2,500, I can either go probably get a premium, I can get a longer stay, or we'll break it up into 2 different rental units. So for $2,500, I mean, it's a convertible. Drop the top, put the top back on.
I love it.
Bro, there's not a crack in these walls.
It's crazy.
Nothing's crooked. The doors, they're like true oak.
I mean, this is also kind of a premium room too. Like if you think about.
You have it's a double suite, so you have a private door there.
Okay, so are these rooms gonna have any bathrooms? Or are you gonna do a shared bathroom?
No, so watch this. Essentially, I think a better way of looking at it would be coming through this door. So this door is, that's the exterior in the hallway.
Oh, love it.
So you come into a vestibule,
Boom.
and you can go, all right, living room, kitchenette, private bedroom.
So this would actually be
This
one
is
unit.
one unit.
Oh yeah,
right here.
amazing.
So it's private. It's a family can have this and not be part of this whole commotion. No shared bathrooms here. So you have the town common right here. So I mean, the value add for us too is I don't have to have a kids gymnasium. I don't need a swing set out in the backyard. I have the town provided one for me right outside. Exterior granite, terracotta. Then we have it's cement walls.
Most insulated wall I've ever seen.
Full automations of lighting, Wi-Fi, obviously security cameras. And this is where it's this easy vision of saying, all right, this is 2 different rooms, but let's block this room off. This is now a bedroom. There'll be a barn door here, so we'll have a queen bed there. There'll be a barn door, so there's no impeding. I'll put the barn door, that original door or a bigger door that will go there, barn door. Bedroom. Here's your entry point for this other unit. So now we have a kitchenette here. We might open this up a little bit more.
Little dining room,
So yeah,
little TV,
these,
and then they got their bathroom.
and a brand new bathroom.
So this one will be a nice big living area plus the private bedroom over here.
We're gonna be demising this here. So this door will stay.
Okay.
However, this will be a small mechanical room, mechanical closet, because I have my electrical in here, but we're gonna put a wall here. The other half of this is gonna be the long-term tenant. So you actually won't be able to cut through here.
Okay,
But let's
so
come through this way.
You're talking about the tenant downstairs is going to have access to this as well.
No, the back door, this is one
Oh my
LTR up here, one
gosh.
LTR downstairs.
Yes, okay,
so
great.
I cut up the one unit into 2. This had some funkiness here. This was a closet, and you had to come up here, and you came into another built-in closet here.
Are you thinking about turning this into like the kitchen?
This is
area?
the kitchenette.
Okay,
so
got it.
We hollowed out right behind Eric. We're gonna keep this chimney exposed. And we're gonna also put, so kitchen sink, cabinet, 18-inch Bosch dishwasher, so a small apartment dishwasher, floating shelves. Eric, in this corner behind him is gonna be a smaller range with 2 cabinets. You walk in here, there'll be a knee wall and a granite, so 2 can lights, 2 seats, your workstation, your dinette.
Love it.
It's a 1-bedroom apartment.
I love it.
And your full bathroom right there.
So
So
good.
there's your living room and there's your bedroom.
This is awesome, bro.
And there's your private entrance down to the back courtyard. We want to minimize the impact on the day-to-day guests with our long-term tenants, as you said before.
Wow. Love it. So you got long-term. This upstairs has 2 short-term.
Yes. So this is going to be the 3rd floor. This is where you had 6 bedrooms for the priests, traveling priests. Essentially, we just came up these stairs. So there's storage behind us down there. I wanted to make sure that we can not impede on anyone. We didn't want to put a door downstairs, so we can also get into our storage room, not to bother anybody. So now we added a new doorway here. These were 6 bedrooms, but we said we got to put a kitchen and a living room, and we're going to give 3 bedrooms and keep that bathroom. So this is a 3-bedroom suite.
Okay, so this whole unit up here is a 3-bedroom suite.
Pace, we threw a header in. We took out a wall here. That was a bedroom. I mean, look at those arched windows.
It's awesome.
Insane. Look at this ship's window. I figured this would be a great place for an office space or a nice desk or a high top. We're gonna keep the kitchenette here, living space here. This is microfamily. We're not giving you, so for affordability purposes and for all intents and purposes of having the whole suite, this is what you get. Nice living space.
Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh, this is an intercom system.
Yeah.
You guys gonna keep that
Oh,
for
yeah.
nostalgia?
We'll do something with it. So bedroom. We didn't demise any of these walls. We just opened them up for HVAC. Hardwood floors will get refinished.
Is that one of the biggest challenges you're having here? I mean, obviously electrical's being updated.
Yep.
Plumbing's gonna be updated, obviously, because you're adding a lot more plumbing. But what about on your HVAC? Are you gonna now have package units, mini splits? What are you doing?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a combo, I think, of mini splits. That was a big thing we were going through. What system to go with, right? Do we do ducted? Do we do forced air? There's a new one with slimline, or there's a new one that's high velocity, which looks like it's the old central vac systems.
Nice.
It's literally this big.
Going
diameter.
through the walls.
Going through the walls. It's brilliant. We're weighing all our options between time, money, and execution and vendors.
Gosh, that's so genius. So they're getting the air conditioning now. You can run it through the wall and it's spitting out like the sides of a vacuum.
Yeah, it looks like it's a vacuum port.
Wow. Welcome to the future, baby.
Yeah, high velocity
Which
air.
would be nice for a big unit up here because obviously they didn't have any HVAC up here.
No, we had radiators. We cut all the radiators out. Town people were not happy to see those all out. They were all in the driveway, ready for the scrap guy to come down.
Yeah, it's tough because those are not safe. Honestly, like they're not the safest thing ever.
And they're all leaking. The cast iron starts to deteriorate.
They're thinking you're getting rid of the history of the town is what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another bedroom. I think great size. And then I'll show you, there's a smaller one here.
This is a full suite up here. So
Full
it's
suite.
3 beds, a kitchen, living room. This is one full unit up here. You could split this into 2 different units.
Well, I had 3 at one point.
But it's like you're making them go up 2 flights of stairs, 1. 2, you've got kind of the shrunken feeling of the ceilings on all the sides. So if you do only get one room, it's like the one room you get or 2 rooms you get is kind of eaten up. If
Yeah.
you open this up, it now goes from, hey, you don't want the 3rd floor because it's going to feel a little bit cramped, to, hey, this is the premium floor because you have all this extra space and you have the premium view on all. It's a 360 view.
Yeah.
So this becomes in my opinion, this is where I would stay.
There's a $9 to $11 million amphitheater that they just completely renovated. $9 to $11 million is a lot of money to put into something. So they're getting acts, comedian acts. So when they come in, they have 0 place to stay.
This is the spot.
So we said, let's brand this either music or we'll just a really nice place.
Think about the vibe for that too. Like somebody comes in, they're performing for a week in town, or they're doing a play for 3 or 4 months or whatever. They're here rehearsing and performing. They can just set up shop and be in this spot. Also, the way that this is built is the amount of layers and the way that this floor has been built. Like you guys really don't have any creaking in this building at all.
There's one crack in the wall and it was over a header. It's a little crack.
How many changes did this go through, and how many months, weeks did you have to go through the iterations of the upper floor?
For here?
Yeah.
It was really just always cranking my mind on it, right? Thinking. You know who actually really made us jog our mind was Chris Geddes. We brought Chris here. We went and looked at a mobile home park an hour away. And on the way home, I said, let's stop at the micro-family place. I laid out what my game plan was, maybe 2 units, I think we had it down to. He goes, just make it 1. Just make it 1. I was like, yeah, you're on to something. I had to be convinced for a really quick second.
Even at just 1, you're looking at $20,000 freaking year, or $20,000 a month in net income off this property. Like keep it as 1.
Now you're doing 2 or 3 more bathrooms, 2 or 3 more kitchens. And then the work that it would involve downstairs is ripping the ceilings down and all that. Let's preserve more, because you put drywall back, it's not as good.
No.
It's not as good. You're gonna get that joint that's gonna crack meeting up with this cement board.
Yeah.
But Pace, the coolest part of this is we're gonna open up a little bit more. So we're gonna take this out
Okay.
till about here. So when you come up here,
It feels open.
it's gonna be open, but this is now a hangout lounge.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
So this is a vibe room. This is
this is for everybody in the house.
well, no, we're gonna make it private, even though it's outside of outside of that door.
It'll be private for people on the
This is
top
private
floor.
over
Okay,
here.
cool. This doesn't have egress technically.
Yeah.
So you're running into a situation where you can't call this a bedroom.
How do I get here? It was some
This was smart. Plus, this can become they might even turn this into their office or something like that right here. You have windows that don't open up there, right? You have egress there.
all of them.
You have egress there. You have egress in all these places.
But the ship's window and the triangle window do not have egress.
Right, so having that as its own separate room causes a safety issue. So why not just open it up and turn it into a vibe lounge? I love that.
Vibe, you come out, you can do, work out there, read a book, chill, I don't know, tie your shoe.
So good.
So yeah, so it's a vibe. Coming up here is the vibe.
You've got this big storage room right here as well.
Yeah, so you can pop that open, you'll see some of the construction of it.
Nobody's gonna kill me in here,
No
right?
one's gonna kill you, there's a light switch right here.
Oh, sick. Oh my gosh, man.
So I mean, one working theory, Pace, it was to make if we lowered this to walk right out to a roof deck.
This is such a wasted space in a lot of ways because you don't need this much storage back here.
The AC is not even gonna be used anymore because we have central. We remove chimneys these days.
Interesting.
The construction is flawless.
The rooftop deck is a smart idea, but also, is it gonna bring you any more money?
That's the thing, yeah.
You know, it's a cool idea, but like, are you gonna make more money? Will Elliot, your partner, make more money? You and Eric, like, the answer is no.
No.
So,
And that is the line, you're right, absolutely right. We actually took the ceiling out where your foot is right now. That was the only construction we did here, was we actually, for that lower long-term tenant, we gave them a higher ceiling. So we just cut out that little 3x4 square.
love it. How fun is it to have 70 people at this project?
Pretty awesome.
To see what you and your partners are doing, it's epic. Okay, so I'm up in the top floor. I walk down. I don't really have to run into the people that are living on this floor. This is all common area here.
Common area here, another unit here.
Another unit right here. This is the one we haven't been in.
To me, this is your typical hotel room. This would be a typical hotel room, but
This is actually technically the smallest unit, right?
this is the smallest unit, I'd say,
Because
but
you don't have, you're gonna have the bathroom, you're gonna have,
little
yeah, okay.
kitchenette right there.
Love it.
Right there's your bed, nice little sitting area,
Yep.
dinette, kitchen area, full bathroom,
Bed,
bed.
TV.
Secure it right outside, come in, go, right at the staircase, you're good. One unit, one door. This is probably a $230 a night, maybe.
Yeah, this is great. I would stay here. It's kind of cool that this is your smallest unit in the entire property.
Yeah,
Spectacular.
yeah. And you're looking at Old Town Common.
What type of single-family unit should people be looking for if they're going to do something kind of like this?
Do an aerial bird shot. I always do a bird's eye view of a property. And I look and see where are the dimensions, where's the boundaries, and I want to see what I can maybe manipulate. Can you take a closet and make it a shower? Is it a half bath, but is it really a half bath, or is it really a full bath? So you have to expand, and that's all it is. But I think when we look at something that's 5,000, 7,000 square feet, bro, it said it had 24 rooms. And so when I see 24 rooms, I go, is it bedrooms? This was the first question I asked the wholesaler, and she said, oh, no, it's like a 6-bedroom. And I go, something doesn't correlate here. What are you calling a bed? The priests live here? 6 of them lived here? So I said, something's funny.
You saw the weird here. You saw, okay, 6 bedrooms, but there's 24 rooms. The weirdness is where you make your money.
That's right, the weirdness is where you make the money. The backyard, we ended up taking out a shed. We said, oh, that shed is definitely 2 more parking spots.
Yes.
So we moved the fence along the building. The building's here, and we just gave all these parking spots. So again, manipulating. You have to contour these older properties. The value add is there. And that's where you guys need to connect with someone inside the community and say, hey, who is the perfect person that knows some construction? Doesn't have to know everything. They just need to know how to do fix and flip, BRRRR, short-term, mid-term rentals, micro-family.
Microfamily is where weird is just an ingredient to make you a lot more money.